It was supposed to be just another ordinary first day at work. The nervous excitement, the polite introductions, the subtle hope of making a good impression. But then, in a quiet corner of the office, her eyes caught something that made the world stop. A framed portrait hanging proudly behind her new boss's desk. At first, it was just curiosity, the kind that makes you take a second glance. But that second glance turned into disbelief, and disbelief into a chill that ran through her. The man in the picture, smiling confidently beside her boss, wasn't just anyone. He was the father of her daughter, the man she thought she knew better than anyone else. In that single moment, the comfort of the familiar collided with the shock of the unknown, and the line between her personal and professional worlds shattered in silence. Life has a strange way of weaving people's stories together, often without them even realizing it. Sometimes we move through our days believing our paths are entirely separate from others, only to discover that fate has been quietly stitching invisible threads between us all along. That moment in the office wasn't just about a photograph. It was about connection, coincidence, and the unpredictable ways lives can intersect. What were the odds that her new boss would share a history with the man she thought belonged only to her world? It was as if the universe had decided to expose a secret that had been hidden in plain sight, testing how much truth one heart could handle. And in that revelation, she began to understand that even the most ordinary moments can hold extraordinary connections, some beautiful, others devastating, but all impossible to ignore. In that instant of realization, the world she had carefully built began to crack. Questions flooded her mind faster than she could form words. How long had this been hidden, and why? Trust, once taken for granted, suddenly felt fragile, almost foreign. The man she believed to be honest and loyal was now a mystery she didn't recognize. Betrayal isn't just about lies. It's about the quiet breaking of something sacred, the comfort of believing someone's truth. Standing there, surrounded by polite smiles and professional chatter, she felt the sting of discovery burn beneath her calm exterior. Yet amid the shock, there was also clarity, the kind that comes when truth refuses to stay buried. Sometimes the most painful revelations are the ones that strip away illusion and force us to see people and ourselves for who we truly are. It takes an incredible amount of courage to face the truth, especially when that truth threatens to break you. She could have walked away in anger, made a scene, or let her emotions spill uncontrollably. But she didn't. Instead, she chose silence, not out of weakness but out of strength. It was the kind of silence that speaks louder than confrontation, the kind that allows dignity to stand where heartbreak could have taken over. In that moment, courage wasn't about shouting or demanding answers. It was about breathing through the ache and holding her head high. Sometimes bravery is quiet. It's in the steady heartbeat that reminds you to keep standing, even when the ground beneath you feels uncertain. She realized that truth may wound, but it also frees, and facing it with grace is what turns pain into power. The days that followed tested her balance between professionalism and personal turmoil. Every meeting, every conversation felt like walking a tightrope between composure and collapse. She had to remind herself that the office was not the place for confrontation or chaos, that some battles must be fought quietly, within. Maintaining professional boundaries while her heart carried such heavy questions was no small feat. It demanded restraint, discipline, and an understanding that dignity must not be sacrificed, even when emotions run deep. In those moments, she learned that maturity isn't about suppressing feelings, but managing them with grace. And the portrait still hung on that wall, unchanged, yet her perspective had transformed entirely. She understood that in a world where emotions and ethics often collide, true strength lies in knowing when to speak and when to simply stand tall in silence.